not trying to scare you guys. You might actually have fun with this one. We're getting into angles of rotation, okay? I'd love you to be able to draw angles in standard position. You got that, no problem. You're going to determine the values of the trigonometric functions for an angle in standard position, okay? All right, now let's get into what is going on here. So standard position, the angles always start running along the x-axis. And it's how far did you open up that angle? Now, it goes opposite of a clock, so counterclockwise. So from this flat line, positive rotation would go up and then kind of around like this, and it could go in circles, right? But you're starting to go up, whereas negative rotation starts on that axis and dips down. We don't do too much negative rotation. You're more likely going to do positive rotation. So let's try it out a little bit. Now, think of me on the basketball court. When I jump up and I spin in a full circle and then slam dunk, knocking my opponents everywhere, what's that called? That's a 360, right? Or if I'm spinning twice, which is typical, it's a 720. No big deal. So think of if you were to cut that in half, it'd be 180, right? So half of a circle is 180. A quarter of a circle is 90 degrees. So each one of these quadrants is 90 degrees. So it's 90, 180, 270, and then back to 360. So if we're doing an angle 300 degrees, the way you're going to represent that is you're going to start along this line, right? You don't need to trace that line. That's just where I'm saying you're starting. And you just go around this way, 90, 180, 270, and then it can't go to 360. We only need 30 more degrees. So you can kind of draw an end line there. And this would be your 300 degrees. You could even write something like 30 degrees there or 60 degrees over here so that it shows what you're actually using, what you're missing. Negative 150 degrees. Let's make myself smaller here. So negative dips down. So from this line over here, we're going to go down to 90. And then half the circle would be 180, so we can't go all the way there. So 90 plus 60 would give us that. So you could say this is negative 150 degrees. And you could label the parts you need that's not a very good angle for 60 degrees. That would look more like this. Terrible. That is a rough one, Mr. Plant. So this is 30 degrees over here. This would be 60 degrees, right? And 90 degrees. You see what I'm saying there? All right, let's try this one out. 900 degrees. Wow. This is going to be going in a circle for a bit. But think of each quarter of this is 90 degrees, so it'd be 10 of those quarters. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! There's 900 degrees. That's it. You just swirl it a few times, dude. Just swirl it. Okay. So now if you were to trace them out, go like this. Now it's something like 1020. You could just do 1020 divided by 360. I'll tell you it's 2.83. So you're going to be going more than 2, not quite 3 though. Let's see. So 210, 180 would be half, plus 30 more. Man, my lines are getting weak up here. So this would be an extra 30, which would give it 210 degrees. I'll pause here and do the next two on the next vid.